keep dragging her until she will be forced to resign. So which is what she has done. If you're planning to come to the UK, this is the best time for you to start planning. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're joining me for the very first time, my name is Fadura. I'm so happy to have you in my beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. So guys, let's quickly dive right into today's video. This is a breaking news as of today, the 19th of October, about the Home Secretary being forced to resign from her position. So guys, let's read about it. They've been talking about a lot of changes they want to put in place for the number of dependents you can bring in the UK. If you remember, I filmed a video on that I think a week ago, and I said that any updates I get regarding that, I will come and share with you. So the Home Secretary have been forced to resign. So we are going to read that and see what exactly it is. Suella BRAVERMAN forced to resign as UK Home Secretary. She's in charge of the UK Home Office, and she's been in that office I think for the past 43 days, which is just barely over a month. And since she went into the office, there have been so many things, so many changes. You know how the UK is, they always review a lot of things and they try to change a lot of things as well. So since she went into the office, she has been talking about the number of dependents you can bring to the UK and all of that, and that has caused so much of argument, we like to argument in the parliament. And so I'm going to read exactly what it is. Suella BRAVERMAN has been forced to resign as the UK Home Secretary, throwing Liz Truss premiership into further chaos and angering the Tories' right. The Guardian was first to reveal that BRAVERMAN was departing, and the Grant Shapps, the former Transport Secretary who strongly backed Rishi Sunak in the Conservative leadership race, was replacing her. So you can see she already has a replacement. BRAVERMAN, a leading right-winger, was sacked by the Prime Minister because she sent an official document from her personal email to fellow MP in a serious breach of ministerial rules. Like, I don't want to say this one, God hand inside, but let's go ahead and read. The draft written statement on migration was deemed highly sensitive because it's related to immigration rules. Remember, there are lots of things that has been changing, a lot of immigration rules have been put in place. I've got another video that will be coming up soon as well about the new rules that have been put in place, which potentially have major implications for market sensitivity, growth forecast from the Office of Budget Responsibility. So what led to this was that she sent an official email from her personal email address, which is a breach to the UK government, especially when you're working in authority. Even in my office as well, if you're working in an organization and you have an official email, you have to use your official email to do official work and not your personal email. So she now went to use her personal email to send an official document which is in breach of the contract she has signed. So however, BRAVERMAN's departure is a further serious blow to Truss authority, coming as a growing number of Tory MPs, including her Net Zero teaser. BRAVERMAN, in a brutal resignation letter that contrasted her actions with those of the Truss, wrote, "Pretending we haven't made mistakes." Remember, I uploaded a video on Liz Truss's mistake on my short. If you watched that video, carry on as if everyone can't see that we have made them, and hoping that things will magically come right. It's not serious politics. I have made a mistake. I accept my responsibility. I resign. So she accepted that responsibility, because in the UK, it's not like some countries that when you make that mistake, you get away with it. If she did not resign, they will keep dragging her until she resigns. She will be forced to resign. So which is what she has done. I have concerns about the direction of this government. Not only have we broken key pledges that were promised to our voters, but I have had a serious concern about this government's commitment to honoring manifesto commitments. So Liz Truss told the Home Secretary, that I accept your resignation and respect the decision you have made. So if you're yet to know who Suella BRAVERMAN is, she is the Home Secretary. That's one of the things she wanted to do. I'm just going to read that. I'm just going to go down to read the one that we are really keen about to know. So BRAVERMAN's departure comes after the Home Office passed a major piece of legislation. BRAVERMAN has also sought to limit the number of international student visas, a lucrative income source for UK universities. Whether we like it or not, most of the universities, I schooled in Coventry University, as at even 11 years ago, you cannot count the number of international students that were in my class. I think in my class alone, we were about almost 100 and something international students just in my class. That was 11 years ago. So talking about now, 11 years after, we have 10 times more than that, and that's because a lot of international students are coming into the UK. So whether we like it or not, like I said, that the international students are bringing money to UK's universities, because the school fees you pay as international students, what a national student in the UK pays is maybe half of it, and sometimes the government even pay for them to go to school. And if they cut down the number of international student visas that will be issued to especially Nigerians and Indians, or any of the countries as you can see on the graph on my screen, if they do that, trust me, a lot of people will be pushed from applying for schools in the UK. They will rather go to other countries that will welcome them. So this particular agenda, for me, I won't say it's correct or it's not correct, because I know that when they give us some chances, we like to overdo at times. Like one of the information I got, that some of the international students are coming with people that are not like their dependents, their brothers and sisters, to say they are their children and all of that. That one, for me, I would say it's not good. But provided they are your children, the children you gave birth to, the children you adopted, you don't have any problem by coming to study and you come with them. Because whether we like it or not, even if you say you want, even if they say they want to leave you to study in the UK and your family should be abroad, or your family should be in your country, you will not concentrate, because you will be studying here and your mind will be back in your country, and that will further make you to have extra years in your school. I knew how I came when I came as a student. Then I didn't even have children. I was here, but my mind was home. So doing that, for me, I didn't see it like something that was going to like help. And like you can see, not everybody accepted that, which you can see that one of the things she wanted to do was to do it before what has happened. So she wanted to cut down the number of international visas that will be issued, especially for January and September starts. But guys, if you're planning to come to the UK, this is the best time for you to start planning. Like, we know that things will change, and I believe that if you're introducing change, you have to like introduce it gradually. You don't just come with a full force that you want to implement this now. I think there are different ways you can actually introduce changes when you want to introduce changes, you know. So let me go down and read. With a tenure of 43 days, like I said, she served only 43 days, which was barely 2 months in the office. BRAVERMAN is the shortest serving Home Secretary since the Duke of Wellington lasted just a month in November and December 1834. That she is the shortest serving Home Secretary we have ever had in the UK. Suella BRAVERMAN has admitted breaching security procedures, which raises serious questions. There are also reports of major disputes about policy and have had of disagreements. We need an urgent statement from the Prime Minister, Home Affairs Secretary, and Public Safety are two important. So the problems go beyond one Home Secretary. If the Conservative cannot manage the basis, they need to get out of the way and hand over to the people who can. Guys, this is coming from the Guardian newspaper and from also Apple News. So you can Google and check. So let's read her letter she tweeted this afternoon. That's the Prime Minister that BRAVERMAN shared on Twitter this afternoon. She said earlier today, I sent an official document from my personal email to a trusted parliamentary colleague as part of policy engagement and with the aim of generating support for government policy on migration. As soon as I realized my mistake, I rapidly reported this on official channels and informed the Cabinet Secretary. As Home Secretary, I hold myself to the highest standard, and my resignation is the right thing to do. So that is just what it is. So let's talk about your opinion and the facts for international students. So for international students who are still looking at coming to the UK and also coming with their dependents, for me, I think this is kind of a good news for you. I think the new Home Secretary that will take her place will not just come and start emphasizing on that, because from where he was, he would have seen how people have reacted or are still reacting concerning the international students and the dependent visas that they are trying to cut down. So I think it's a good news for anybody who is planning to come to the UK. But like I said, we don't know what is going to happen, and if international students and their dependents are becoming a big burden to the UK government, then they would still think of how they will limit the number of people that will be coming to the UK. But like I said, the person who has been championing this has officially resigned. So the next person that will come in, which will resume office in less than a week, will not just go straight to this. UK has other things that they are struggling with, not only dependents coming. One of the people I spoke to regarding this dependent thing said that one of the things that is going on is that some dependents will come, and next thing they are filing divorce, and next thing they are moving out from the houses, and it's government that is also paying for the houses. Another person I listened to as regards this number of dependents you can come in was like saying that even in the schools, that the schools are filled up with a lot of dependents, that even the British citizens do not even have space anymore in the schools, that the schools are filled up. Also, NHS is overwhelmed by the number of people that are also coming to the hospital in and out, and most of them are people that have come from the countries they're actually talking about. So there are lots of things. So I think that if the UK government has seen that this is going to be a big problem for them, then they will think of how they will do it. But if you're still planning to come to the UK as a student and you want to come with your dependent, start now, start the process now, don't delay, because like I know a lot of things have happened. She was in the office 43 days ago. She didn't know she was not going to stay for the 44th day. The new person who is coming, we don't really know where he is going to start from, but this is just to let you know that the person who has been championing this reduction of international students has officially been forced to resign. So guys, I hope you find this information useful, and I have another upcoming video about the latest immigration updates and for other new jobs you can apply for. So stay tuned and watch that video. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have watched this video till now and you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family, please do not forget to hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're going to be the very first person to see that video. Until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Bye bye for now.